I'm not going to spoil which ones are which just yet, but, you know. So, he deceives you. Yes, the craftsman. He's kind of a shady douche. And this one requires me to do math. Now, math is not my strong suit, man. I am terrible at math. Like, I like to think I'm smart, but when it comes to math, it's like, what's 2 plus 2? And I'm like, fuck. But anyways, alright, so here we've got release. So, same concept as escape, but it also lets Cthulhu escape, and that's something we don't want, apparently. And again, I want to clarify, it's not actually Cthulhu. It's some sort of it's got its own mythos, but I'm just calling it Cthulhu because I'm stupid. Is we need to get into that tree branch thing. However, it does not fit. So what we have to do is we're gonna have to make it fit. So that could mean some messed up things if it were under different circumstances. We were talking about something else, but we're not talking about that. So right here you will. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. I'm kidding. I'm just using that to ironically state how soon it was after I finished recording that I started recording again. Okay. Anyways, whatever. So what is up, you guys? It's SarcasticDragon here. We are back with the room 3. I almost said the room 2. But anyways, we are now moving on to the next piece. Right now we will spend this episode grabbing all the components we need to get all 4 alternate endings, and then in the final episode we will do all 4 alternate endings. So the first thing we're going to do is there are 2 separate artifacts that we need to get our hands on. Now this artifact here is part of the one that will allow you to just escape normally. Then there's another artifact that will allow you to escape, but it will release Cthulhu and pretty much end the world. That's at least what I gathered from it. So, I mean, that's not something we want, but we want all the endings, so we're going to do it anyway. But these steps that we're following right here are to get the one that will just allow you to escape normally. This is the fact that there are multiple endings is what makes it unclear to me whether or not whether or not there will be a room 4. Because I'm not sure which ending would be the canonical one. Canonical, that's a word, right? I keep asking. But anyways, we're going to want to rotate these right here. This will open up, and we will get a token with some Latin on it. Exodus Acta Probat. I'm not sure what that says, and I'm too lazy to look it up in Google Translate right now, so we're just going to go with whatever the hell. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to take this to the mystical genie. The fortune-telling machine, like in what is that movie? The one where the kid wishes to be a grown-up, and then he gets to be a grown-up, and then he's like, fuck, I shouldn't have wished for that? Yeah, that one. Cross my palm with silver. Alright. Now this part is kind of tedious, not because I have to do anything, but just because I have to wait for this slow little animatronic to do its thing. It's gonna deal you some cards. And actually, these are the cards that you get each time you do an alternate ending, and it will go in order. So you will see all the alternate endings that we have available to us to pick at our leisure. So anyways, we are going to go in here. And the first one is Imprisoned, and so that's obviously a very dark ending, and I'm not going to spoil which ones are which just yet, but, you know. So, he deceives you. Yes, the craftsman. He's kind of a shady douche. But we're going to ignore that and just do our thing. So anyways, you're going to want to take this back into the very first room, because this crank wheel is going to open up an entirely new area that has not been, that you have not explored before, and that is down here, which is way back at the very beginning of the game. So you're going to open this up. This grate will fall down, and this is kind of a generator room. And this one requires me to do math. Now, math is not my strong suit, man. I am terrible at math. Like, I like to think I'm smart, but when it comes to math, it's like, what's 2 plus 2? And I'm like, fuck. But anyways, I'm going to do this in reverse order because, okay, so we got to flip these switches in the order at which they would become, the end result would be 30. So I don't remember how this works, or I don't remember the order. So we're going to do plus 8 times 2, obviously, and then plus 4 would be 20. So plus 12. Plus 12 would be 32, minus 5 would be No, no, that doesn't work. So we're going to try +7, so that would be, I'm sorry, 23, +3 would be 26, -5 would be 21, +9 would be 30. So, there we go. Now once you do this, it will automatically guide you over here, where this thing will light up. And you just want to line up the handle with the lit up part. And then you're going to pull this next lever here. It's going to be much simpler because that one was actually, the one that we just did was actually the one you were supposed to do last, but whatever, right? So 7 times 4 is 28, plus 3 is 31. So you just want to flip that one switch. I think. Did I get that right? Am I stupid? No, I'm not. Okay. And so the middle one will light up. And I just want to move it up here. And then this one is also just almost as simple. I'm going to do 11, wait, 8 plus 4 is 12, plus 5 is 17. There we go. And this final thing will light up. And we will match it up. And now we have power in the library. So, there's now power in the library. And what that means is we can continue the puzzle. Hooray! So what we're going to want to do over here is, okay, obviously we're going to go back to the library, so I don't know what I'm saying right now. I wonder what my battery life is. I don't want to check. I also don't, what time is it? 11:53. Okay, whatever. I'll finish this. I'm going to finish this gameplay. Like this entire thing. So, anyways, what we're going to want to do is, as you can see, this phone is now ringing, so we're going to answer it. So what we have here is a sort of recording machine, I think. I mean, it's obviously a phonograph of some kind, but this one records the sound, I guess. I'm not sure if that's actually something that existed, but whatever. So we're going to have a cross-shaped key, and what we're going to do is we're going to take that back to the generator room. Now, what we're going to do there is we're going to put it inside that set of drawers that was kind of in the back of the room. I didn't put any focus on it, but yeah, it's back there. So, and also another thing is, I'm not entirely sure. This episode might be a little bit longer than the other ones because this is a fairly complex set of things that you have to do in order to get these alternate endings. And again, hats off to Fireproof Games for doing that because that's just awesome. So, I'm gonna do this, and you will get a randomized order each time. So that, and then that one is always the last one. So you want to open these drawers in that order. You will get that. There's a note in there, but I'm not going to focus on that. You know, I'm going to leave those notes in there as an incentive for you to go buy the game yourself and play it, because, again, I can't tell you how highly I recommend this game. So, now we've got another little, you know, thing. So, token. So, we're going to take this back to the lady, and we are going to have her tell us our fortune, question mark. I'm not entirely sure if that's what she's doing. It doesn't seem to be that way, but whatever. Put the, oh, hang on. Put this, no, not the pyramid. Put this in there. Oh yeah, I haven't even put the pyramid in its place yet. Whatever, I'll do that after I collect the artifacts. Okay, come on, do your thing. Alright, I'll shut up while she does her thing. Just give my voice a rest a little bit. Okay, alright, come on. Yeah, you're so mystic and clairvoyant and shit. Yep. So next here, we have Escape! And we will now get another prize from Khan himself. We will get a crank handle. Now, we gotta take this down to the greenhouse. And also, we're gonna want to remember this, I always forget it, 1795. You see the code on the telephone? 1795. Remember that for me. I don't know why I'm saying that. We all know that that's not going to help me if I forget. But anyways, like, you're not going to be able to help me because okay, all right, I'll shut up. So we're going to come over here, over to this here phonograph, and now first thing we want to do is I'm going to 1 7 9 5. Now it is now calling the library telephone. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this right here. And we're going to get some jamming music is what we're going to get. But before we do anything with that, what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to put this on this thing right here. And when you do that, this will pop up. And we need to start this thing up. Now, as you can see, there's that crystal there, so that's where that goes. But I'm going to do that afterwards. Actually, you know what? We can just grab that artifact while we're there. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to have an assortment of shapes that we can form it into. As you can see, like we can put it into any one of these. So this is an octagon, I think. So anyways, but we need a sphere. So I'm going to go ahead and put that back in. And there we go. Okay. Alright, so we've got our sphere now. So now I'm going to go ahead and put these crystals in. And what this will do is they will start rotating with it, and it will turn this monitor on. Now, this is the same concept as the thing where we had to get that sphere, activate the 3 things in the observatory level. Same concept as that, except we need to find an artifact in this, in this kind of maze. But, I mean, it's not that difficult. This arrow, as you might guess, is pointing me towards the artifact. So it will give us the artifact once we get to the, once we get to it. So it's right there. Just forward now. Just got to go forward. So now you might be asking yourself, okay, well, the artifact's on screen, but where's the artifact itself? Well, the answer to that is very simple. It's right there. So we got ourselves a mysterious artifact here now. And that will come into play in the final level, or, well, I mean, you know. So anyways, what we got to do now is we got to take this back up, this sphere back up to the con posters that we saw way back in the 3rd episode with the clock tower. So, yeah, we're going to take this up there real fast, and then we will go from there. Alright, come on. As you can hear, the phone is ringing. So what we got to do is we've got to make it so that we need to make a recording of that music. So how we're going to do that is we're going to open this up, and as you can see, there's now some origami, no, not origami, pop-up shit. And inside here, we will find a blank wax cylinder. It has nothing on it. So we're going to take this over to that phone thingy and have it record that sound, which we will then play inside that little paper auditorium for our adoring crowds, because we're original and are a great symphony. So this is going to close up, go in there, insert, and, you know, and so we're going to answer the phone now. So it is now etching the wax cylinder to the music. So apparently that's how quick it is. I highly doubt that, but if something like this even existed in real life, I'm sure it probably did, because they had to record that sound somehow. But I'm not going to focus on that because I have no idea. So this etched cylinder I actually don't think looks any different than the normal blank one, but whatever. So now we are going to go back inside here, and we are going to put it on here and press play. Hooray. Alright. This is going to slam shut, and this little drawer is going to open, and we now have our last little token. So I'm going to leave that note in case anyone wants to read it themselves later on. So yeah. Alright, so come on, no, stop, turn around. Buddy. Okay. Cross your palm with silver, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Alright. Come on now. Okay, come on now. Alright, so here we've got release. So, same concept as escape, but it also lets Cthulhu escape, and that's something we don't want, apparently. Okay, and again, I want to clarify, it's not actually Cthulhu. Um, it's some sort of, it's got its own mythos, but I'm just calling it Cthulhu because I'm stupid. So, anyways, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to come up here one final time. And come on, go. Okay. And so we are going to take this, what's it called? What does it say it's called? A metal device, and we're going to bring it over here. Now we're going to put this right here. It's going to make a full circle, and we now have shiny wood. And you know what that means. Lubed up peanut. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I heard shiny wood, and I was like, oh, well, I can make an innuendo there. So we got to match this up. We now have a very weird key, but a key. We have a key. So now we need to take this to like as far away as we could possibly be. We got to take this all the way down to the greenhouse. So let's go do that. I think this place could do with some elevator music, but you know, whatever, right? Okay, all right, come on. Come on now. Okay, alright, so we are headed downstairs. How often do I say something like that? We are headed upstairs, downstairs, to the observatory, to the light tower, house, bleh. Fuck, I messed that up. Alright, so we need to obviously, okay, so what we obviously need to do is we need to get into that tree branch thing. However, it does not fit. So what we have to do is we're going to have to make it fit. So that could mean some messed up things if it were under different circumstances. We were talking about something else, but we're not talking about that. So right here you will notice this little loose brick. We got to pull this out. Yay! You will now find this little hole in the back of the tree, or front. I'm not sure which side this is. So what we got to do is we got to come up here to this little shrine and put this like so. And there we go. It now fits. The key will now fit. Now, this key will not work at first because it's fucked up. I mean, I don't know who designed this key, but that locksmith needs to be fired. Because if you put this in, you rotate the key, it's not going to do nothing. So what you got to do is you got to go into this 2 separate times to unlock the mechanism yourself using the key. And it's kind of an interesting mechanic to see how the key works. But so what you got to do is you got to come up here to this little switch here, put this in, it will slide in, and that will cause this to flip and open that up. So once you do that, we're going to flip it around one more time and then do that again. That will unlock the drawer. Yeah, so that's what we'll do, and then we'll move on. I'm horrifically awkward right now, aren't I? Oh boy. Okay. All right. So in we go. Back in we go. Boom. All right. Come on now. Flip this. That is not the way I turned it. I turned it the other way, but whatever, I guess. So that clicks, and then we will come outward. Or whoops. We will come outward. We will go out, and we will. Oh, come on, stop that. Okay, all right. And the drawer is now unlocked. So what will we find in there, you ask? Well, that's simple. The final token. So let's bring this back to whatever her name was, Maggie, I think. I don't know why. I just feel like her name was Maggie. I think it was. I'm not sure. Either that or I'm just completely wrong. So we're going back in there. Come on, man, hurry up. Have a sense of urgency here. I mean, you want to escape from this place, right? Nope, I was right. It's Maggie. Mystical Maggie. Your fate awaits. So, we're going in. Push this in for the final time. Excuse me. She's going to come to life for the final time, and then we're going to end up killing her because we're taking away her power supply, which is the final artifact that we need. Yeah, come on now. Oh boy. So, on August 9th, No Man's Sky is coming out. I pre-ordered that. I am super excited for that. You'll be seeing a lot of that. Okay, so now this drawer will open, and we now have our final artifact. So we're going to be grabbing that, and that's a power supply or something, so it's going to give her a seizure, and she's going to die. And then the light's going to go out. So sad. But anyways, so we've now got these two mystical artifacts, and a screwdriver, and that last pyramid. So we need to get the craftsman's key now, and the craftsman's key will only be given to us once we've collected all 5 of these pyramids, which we now have. So, but plot twist. What is the key, you may ask? Well, let's just say, I don't know what I was gonna say there. Well, you're asking what this key is. Well, it turns out that these have been the key all along. Ta-da! And there we go. We now have the craftsman's key. Now once this happens, Cthulhu will say, hey, 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 I have a possibility of escaping. So here you go. So, this is the door. Do the final level, which is more just kind of an ending thing, wrapping everything up. So, we will do that in the final episode. We will do all 4 endings, and we will go from there. So, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, click subscribe, or like it, or comment and say, why you guys leave it in suspense like this? I mean, I know there's no suspense really, but whatever, right? So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.